Okay, good morning dear students. Today I am going to discuss about the ESR spectroscopy, otherwise called EPR. That is the electron spin resonance spectroscopy, ESR, or other name electron paramagnetic resonance spectroscopy or EPR. So I want to discuss the principle of that spectroscopy. That is actually it is considered as the counterpart of NMR spectra. Okay. In the NMR spectra, we are keeping the molecular species containing unpaired nuclear spin in an external magnetic field and allowed to undergo nuclear transition from one nuclear spin level to the next another nuclear spin level by the absorption of radio frequency. Just like we are doing the same thing, the only difference is that we are exciting the electronic spin only. Okay. The NMR, we are exciting the molecule between the nuclear spin level of the unpaired nucleus. Here we are exciting the molecular species containing the unpaired electron between the electronic spin, the two electronic spin of the unpaired electronic species. That's only the difference. And the other difference is that instead of the radio waves, we are using the micro radiation for this transition. For the absorption of micro radiation, we are inducing the electronic transition between the two spin electronic level by the absorption of microwave. All the other thing remain the same. The molecular species to be kept in external magnetic field. So the definition. That is the transition ESR or EPR is the study or it deals with the transition induced by the absorption of microwave radiation. Okay, between the magnetic spin energy level of an electron in a molecular species with unpaired electron by keeping it in an external magnetic field. That is the definition. That is, we are actually exciting the molecular species from one electronic spin level to the other electronic spin level. We are actually exciting the electronic spin. Okay. The transition is in between the two virtual electronic spin level of the molecule containing the unpaired electron. So that is a definition. Okay, I hope that you have understood the definition. It is a transition induced by the absorption of micro radiation between the two magnetic electronic spin level of an electron in a molecular species with the unpaired electron by keeping the molecular species in an external magnetic field. So that this is generally used for, this is particularly useful for the study of paramagnetic species. So EPR of ESR spectroscopy is employed to study the structure of paramagnetic species with unpaired electron, like free radicals, ion or molecules. Some example are the radicals are. The radicals usually studied under this spectroscopy are the radicals are containing unpaired electron are H dot hydrogen atom, fluorine atom, then ethyl radical, then triphenyl, okay, trimethyl tertiary butyl radical, trimethyl carbon radical, okay, and triphenyl, okay, C6H5 thrice. So this is the common radical that is usually studied in an unknown sample by the spectroscopy. And the ions, you can identify or analyze the ions like C6H5 benzene radical, then carbanion, that is our methylene radical, CH2 minus, okay, and transition metal ion, certain transition metal ion containing like chromium 3 plus etc. containing unpaired electron. So transition metal ion containing unpaired electron, their d level and their molecules containing unpaired electron. All of you know that oxygen, NO, NO2. Okay, and also transition metal complexes. Transition metal complexes containing unpaired electron. Containing unpaired electron. That is very important. And only we can study this resonance. Unpaired electron. And also it's an organic compound present in the triple state. Organic compound. Certain organic compounds in triple state or T1 state. Certain organic compounds are stable for a constant time in the triple state. T1. ഇവിടെയുള്ള photochemistry വളരെ പ്രധാനമാണ്. Organic molecule, organic compound present in triple states. All this can be studied. Suppose you want to study the structure of an intermediate during a photochemical reaction, the triple state is in most of the cases the intermediate, the compound present in the intermediate are the compound in the triple state. So we can study the structure of that intermediate compound in the triple state by ESR spectroscopy. So in the photochemically, for the mechanical study of the photochemistry, ESR is very, very important, or it has found is a strong application. Next, we have to pass on to a few idea or theory behind this EPR here. Okay, we can discuss. So important. Okay, main theory of this ESR spectroscopy is just like NMR. Only thing is that I have already mentioned. The only difference is that here we are allowing the transition between the electronic spin level, while in NMR we are allowing the transition between the nuclear magnetic level, nuclear spin level. Here electronic spin level. That is the difference. Okay. So any molecular species with the unpaired electron, you can consider that any molecular species with the unpaired electron have a resultant spin. Have a resultant spin that is S equal to plus half or minus half, as already you know. Okay. So first point you have to notice that any molecular species with the unpaired electron have a resultant electron spin, either plus half or minus half. Also, since electrons are charged species, they are negatively charged particles and spinning about an axis. Assuming that since electron is a charged species, assuming that the spinning of such an electron charged particle about an axis, create an associated magnetic moment. The associated magnetic moment, and it is act like a magnetic dipole. Hence, it act like a magnetic dipole. That's the thing you have to know. So, any molecular species having unpaired electron spin behaves like a magnetic dipole, because the charged electron spinning about an axis is just like a spinning magnetic dipole, and it is associated with a magnetic moment. It is associated with a magnetic moment. So remember, magnetic act like a spinning magnetic dipole. So it is a spinning. So spinning magnetic dipole, and also associated with a magnetic moment. Magnetic electron magnetic moment, that is S cap. Okay, physical is a vector quantity is equal to square root of S into S plus 1, square root of S into S plus 1 into H by 2 pi. And all of you know that the S has a value that is equal to half, that is equal to square root of half into half plus 1 into okay, h by 2 pi. That is equal to answer square root of 3 h by 4 pi. So this is the magnetic moment, the value, the magnetic moment associated with a spinning electron magnetic dipole. So, മനസ്സിലാക്കുക, ഇലക്ട്രോൺ അൺപെയർഡ് ഇലക്ട്രോൺ ഉള്ള മോളിക്യൂൾ സ്പീഷീസിന് ഒരു റിസൾട്ടന്റ് മാഗ്നറ്റിക് മൊമെന്റ് ഉണ്ടെന്നുള്ളതാണ്. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഓൾസോ ബിഹേവ്സ് ലൈക്ക് എ spinning. The spinning of the electron is just like it is considered as a magnetic dipole. This is very important because it is act like a magnetic dipole. Okay, that aspect is very important because that magnetic dipole is going to interact with the radiation, its magnetic dipole. Okay, and that is the mechanism come to be dipole, magnetic dipole interaction. Okay, so the spinning electron can be viewed as a magnetic dipole. Its spinning can be viewed as considered as a magnetic dipole, and it is associated with a magnetic moment is a vector quantity that is equal to square root of h into h plus 1 into h by 2 pi, that is square root of 3 into h by 4 pi. Okay. Therefore, the magnetic vector, this magnetic vector S, the magnetic moment is a vector quantity. This can have any of the two values. Any of the two values. So based on this, it can split into 2s plus 1 value. The S can have 2s plus n value, and you know that corresponding to the magnetic quantum number, the magnetic spin quantum number corresponding to the magnetic spin quantum number, magnetic spin quantum number corresponding to the spin quantum number, corresponding to the magnetic spin quantum number of the electron. This quantize with the value ms is equal to plus half and ms is equal to minus half. So corresponding to the magnetic spin quantum number ms, that is equal to plus half or minus half, it has two values which stand for two energy levels, which stand for two spin energy level of the electron, which is usually degenerates in the absence of the magnetic field. So an electron spinning about an axis is associated with an two magnetic moment, two values of the magnetic moment. It has two magnetic vector moment that is equal to corresponding to the quantum number ms is equal to plus half and ms is equal to minus half, and these two vector corresponding to this or these two magnetic moment value correspond to the two energy levels, the two spin energy level of the molecular species, paramagnetic molecular species, which is usually degenerate. These two spin energy levels are corresponding to these two ms values are usually degenerate, are having the same energy, like they are usually under the same energy, or they are not splitted. So they are usually degenerate in the absence of an external magnetic field. That is the situation. Okay. And you remember, when this species is kept in an external magnetic field, an applied magnetic field, suppose our paramagnetic molecular species is subjected to the action of an external magnetic field, or when a molecular species is kept in the magnetic field, what happens you remember? Okay, due to the interaction between the applied magnetic field and the spin momentum, magnetic moment of the electron, it interact together to give an energy. Okay, or energy, the energy of the interaction creating. അതാണ് നമ്മൾ അടുത്ത മനസ്സിലാക്കേണ്ടത്. Okay, that is, ഞാൻ ഇതും കൂടെ പറയാൻ വിട്ടുപോയി. The magnetic dipole, since it has a magnetic moment, the magnetic dipole is the magnetic dipole moment. Since it behaves like a magnetic dipole, the magnetic dipole moment of the electron is equal to mu E. is equal to mu bar E. So electric quantity is equal to minus GE into E by 2ME into S. The spinning electron acts as a magnetic dipole, and the magnetic dipole moment of the spinning electron mu bar E is equal to minus G into E by 2ME into S bar, where G is called the electron G factor. G is called the electron G factor, whose value is electron G factor, whose value for a free electron is equal to 2.0023 for a free electron. That is also very important. For a free electron or electron remaining free in the space, that is equal to 2.0023, the value of electron G factor. Okay, and ME is the mass of the electron, and S bar is the resultant magnetic moment vector. S bar is the resultant magnetic moment vector, that is square root of S into S plus 1 to H by 2 pi and S bar represent chain, that is equal to MS into H by 2 pi. That is S bar is called, the value of S bar is quantized by half into that is equal to MS. S bar is MS into H by 2 pi. Okay, so the magnetic dipole moment of the spinning electron is unpaired electron. Mu bar E is equal to minus G into E by 2M into S bar, where minus sign indicates that the direction of the magnetic dipole is exactly opposite to that of the electron spinning. Electron spinning is opposite ആണ് a dipole magnetic moment act ചെയ്യുന്നു, dipole moment act ചെയ്യുന്നു മാത്രമാണ് minus sign indicate ചെയ്യുന്നത്. Then, so such an electron molecular species with unpaired electron is kept in an external magnetic field of B0. B0 in the external magnetic field like apply ചെയ്തു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, so B0 is the external applied magnetic field. Okay. Suppose a molecular unpaired paramagnetic molecular species is subjected to the action of an applied magnetic field of B0, then the magnetic dipole of the electron interact with the external magnetic field B0 to produce the interaction energy, and the energy of the interaction E. The energy of the interaction E between the magnetic dipole of the unpaired electron and the applied magnetic field is equal to mu bar E into B0. The energy of the interaction. This is the energy of the interaction. It's very important. The energy of the interaction. You know that there is a magnetic moment mu bar I, which is quantized by half into ms by quantum number ms. That is equal to, therefore is ms half into ms into h by 2 pi corresponding to ms. There are two values, so it has two quantized magnetic moment value corresponding to a spin energy level, which is usually degenerate. Okay, I already mentioned. You know that when you applied an external magnetic field, the magnetic moment interacts with the applied magnetic field to produce the interaction energy of the interaction. That is equal to E is equal to mu bar E into B0. Okay, that is equal to, substitute the value here, B0 that is equal to minus. Okay, you don't put the minus here, but I mentioned it is only stand for the direction. So, G into E by 2ME into B0 into S bar into B0. So this equation, and S bar okay, S bar is quantized, restricted by the quantum number ms, whereas bar is ms into h by 2 pi, where ms is called spin quantum number that is equal to plus half or minus half. Therefore, you put that value So that is equal to GE into E by 2ME into MS into H by 2 pi into B0. B0 is the external magnetic field. That is equal to G into E by 2 into 2M into 4 pi ME H by 4 pi ME. Okay. Okay, I hope that you can see it. Okay. So GE EH by 4 pi ME. GE EH by 4 pi ME into B0. So we have the energy of the interaction. So the energy of the interaction between the magnetic moments of the paramagnetic species with applied field, the magnetic field B0 is again is equal to GA EH by 4 pi ME into H, okay, H by 4 pi ME into B0, where this is a constant H by 4 pi ME can be replaced as beta, that is GE into H by 4 pi ME stand for beta into B0, where beta, the constant beta is equal to EH by 4 pi ME is called Bohr magnetone. That constant is called Bohr magnetone, that stands for electron. In case of nucleus, it is nuclear magnetone. It is Bohr magnetone. Okay. Bohr magnetone. Beta is called Bohr magnetone. Now I will begin the and into B0 EH by 4 pi ME. Okay, into MS. So into MS. So the equation is equal to G EH by 4 pi ME into B0 into MS, or G beta B0 MS, where beta is equal to EH by 4 pi ME is called Bohr magnetone. So our energy of interaction is E0 beta into B0 MS, where MS is plus or minus half. I have already mentioned. Okay, MS value is already I mentioned, and the value of this Bohr magnetone is equal to 9.27 into 10 to the power of minus 24 joule per Tesla. Okay, the value of Bohr magnetone is a quantity of 9.27 into 10 to the minus 24 joule per Tesla, and MS is called spin quantum number, magnetic spin quantum number, electron spin quantum number of the electron. It's called electron spin quantum number or magnetic spin quantum number of the electron, that is equal to plus half or minus half. So we can write corresponding to these two values. So that means in the absence of the external magnetic field, these two electron spin values are degenerate of the same energy, but when we apply a magnetic field due to the interaction, the two spin levels are split into two different electron spin energy level, as like this. Okay, as like this. Okay, I have to remember. So we can write that is E is equal to, that means these two spin energy levels are split into two different spin energy level, of one of lower energy and the other of higher energy. Here the lower energy is minus half into this value, and a higher energy is plus half into this value, as against that's different from the nuclear spin energy level. Okay, therefore E plus half, okay, E minus, okay, plus half is equal to G0 beta B0 into ms plus half. And other is E minus half is equal to minus half ms minus half G0, sorry, G0 ala G, okay, not G, not G0, G beta into B0. So, under the influence of the external magnetic field, that the degenerated spin levels are split into two different spin energy level for the electronic species and molecular species or paramagnetic species. That is the lower energy, E minus half is the lower energy with the minus half into G beta into B0, and other is of higher energy, E plus half is equal to plus half G beta into B0, as like this. Okay, represent here, that is this picture, the energy, okay, okay, this is the, okay, that is energy, E. So, that is B0 is equal to 0 here, so that we have plus half and minus half, they are degenerates, plus half or minus half ms, s is equal to plus or minus half, plus or minus half. When you apply a magnetic field B is equal to 0 or B is equal to B0, B is equal to B0 is split into two, that is ms is equal to minus half, that is lower energy, and ms is equal to plus half of higher, that is the situation. And here beta is equal to 0, but beta is equal to 0, okay, beta is equal to 0, and beyond this beta is equal to B0, okay, so it is split here. And again the splitting, the extent of the splitting is directly proportional to the applied potential B0, that can be again represented like this. Okay, again represent like this, that is like this. E, so that is equal to delta E, and going to that is equal to minus half G beta B0, yeah, plus half G beta B0. This is so. So that is under the influence of applied magnetic field, the otherwise degenerate electronic spin level are split into two different electronic spin level, that is one of lower energy and other of higher energy. E minus half with a minus half into G beta B0 of lower energy, and E plus half is half into G beta into B0 of higher energy. So that the energy difference between the two spin energy level, delta E, that is equal to E plus half minus E minus half. Okay, this higher to lower, that is equal to delta E is equal to plus half G beta B0 minus plus half into beta G beta B0, that is equal to half plus half 1, that we call GE beta B0. So the difference, the energy level splitting, the difference in the two spin energy level, that is equal to GE beta B0. So the splitting or the electronic spin level is directly proportional to the applied magnetic field for a given electronic paramagnetic species. Where G is called the electron. Okay, that constant is called electron G factor. G is called electron G factor. That's equal to 2.2. Its value is 2.0023. Electron G factor is 2.0023 for a free electron, and beta is called Bohr magneton. That's EH by 4 pi Me. 4 pi Me, that is equal to 9.27 Newton raised to minus 24 joules per Tesla. And B0 is the applied magnetic field. So these two are two constant characteristics of the paramagnetic species. So the extent of the splitting of the electron spin energy level is directly proportional to the applied magnetic field. Okay, B0. Okay, that's number parameter. So the two spin energy level, electron spin level is split into two different electron spin level, and with the energy difference delta is equal to G beta into B0. The lower is minus half and other is plus half. When we apply suitable energy from electromagnetic radiation, okay, when we apply suitable frequency electromagnetic apply energy by radiating the system with the suitable electromagnetic radiation, okay, then the condition for magnet Bohr transition occurs. So by the absorption that it will interact, since it's a magnetic dipole, since the species is a magnetic dipole, is spinning magnetic dipole, is spinning magnetic dipole interact with the magnetic field or magnetic field of this molecular species interact with the magnetic field of the electromagnetic radiation, thereby it can interact, okay, it can interact with the radiation, so it is called magnetic dipole interaction, thereby absorb energy from the radiation and undergo transition from the lower spin energy level to higher electronic spin level, and that is called electron paramagnetic resonance. That is called electron spin resonance. Okay, because it's a kind of resonance, because the spinning electron has a precessional motion. The electron, the paramagnetic species with the unpaired electron is spinning about an axis, have a precessional motion. Okay, the motion it has and has a precessional frequency. That precessional frequency of the magnetic dipole is exactly same as the precessional frequency of the magnetic dipole of the radiation, electromagnetic radiation. So that this match, the frequency match with each other. The precessional frequency, the precessional position, the frequency of the precessional motion, the frequency of the precessional motion of the magnetic dipole of the paramagnetic species now exactly become equal to the precessional motion, frequency of the precessional motion of the electromagnetic radiation, thereby it gets absorbed. It is the resonance absorption takes place. What is said to be in resonance? Okay, you don't bother about it. You have to think about the interaction. The magnetic dipole moment of this molecule or paramagnetic species interact with the magnetic dipole or the electromagnetic radiation, thereby it can interact and then absorb energy from the particular frequency radiation and undergo transition from the lower energy half G beta 0 to higher energy plus half G beta 0. Okay, and the electron level the transition nadakkunnu angane, and therefore it is called electron paramagnetic resonance, or other is called electron spin resonance. That is the principle. Okay, here remember is that the delta E is proportional to B0. So B0 is appears to be kept constant, is to be selected for a particular spectroscopy work, and you have to also remember what is the type of the radiation, for which type of electromagnetic radiation it comes in resonance. Usually by experiment it was found that the delta E splitting, the splitting between the two electron spin level lies almost to the order of nearly 10 megahertz. Okay, megahertz, which is approximately same as that of the microwave region, micro radiation region. The splitting between, the spacing between the two electronic spin level, that is delta E, is equal to the magnitude of this value. The magnitude of delta E, that is equal to delta E is equal to G beta beta B0 is found to be almost equal to the energy associated with the microwave radiation. Hence, microwave is suitable for inducing the transition from one electronic spin level to the another electronic spin level. Okay, so the transition is usually carried out by the absorption of the electromagnetic radiation in the microwave region, or microwave radiation is used for the electron spin transition. That's all. So time being, winding out, we'll continue the class. Yes, okay, let's. Thank you very much.